Hey everyone, it's your girl Courtney, and I'm here to show you guys how I successfully get negative feedback removed on eBay. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks. I've been super busy with work, but hopefully I can get back to dropping weekly videos for you guys. But enough of that, and if you're new here, please hit the like button and that subscribe button. Now let's get into the video. So for those of you who have returns off on eBay and you get any type of buyer's remorse return requests and you deny those requests, I deny pretty much all of those buyer remorse returns. And
Stop it. Get some help.
sometimes buyers will leave a negative feedback. Most of the time they do not, but in the cases that they do leave negative feedback, I always get those removed. And here I want to show you guys a few of them that I've gotten this year on these. For example, Adidas Trae Young 2.0 basketball shoes, men's size 9.5, white black. So the buyer says did not fit and got a negative response from the seller. That wasn't true. That wasn't true at all. We'll give them to St. Vincent de Paul charity box at church parking lot this Sunday. Adidas 9.5 usually fits 99% of the time. The opening at lace is not wide enough. Oh well, live and learn, not personal. Peace and GBMSW. I have no idea what that means, but cool.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So when I go into see details, I submitted a request to have the feedback removed by eBay, and basically what I said was related to a case that was resolved in my favor, just talking about basically denying the return request, and it was closed. So this is what I said. Buyer submitted a return request for does not fit. Per my eBay policy, I denied the request. In my messages, the buyer stated he would leave a negative review and proceeded to leave a negative feedback that says he received a negative response from me. I did not even respond to his message. He lied and was upset that the return request was denied. Please remove, as what he stated is not true, and my policy is no returns unless not as described. So basically here, what I would like to point out is I always revert back to my eBay policy. If you don't have returns on, for example, that's your policy. So again, if something doesn't fit, the buyer didn't like the item, it's your right to deny that request. So always revert back to your policy. So eBay can see, you have returns off. Let's remove this feedback. I'm gonna go back to another one. Let's see here. Reviewed. For this hat here is the official Senna F1 logo, navy blue formula hat. Says, be careful. The hat that I ordered was listed as adult sized, but it was not. It fit my 5-year-old grandson, but definitely not me. Sadly, when I asked for some support in exchange for a properly sized hat, the vendor refused. No attempt to make it right. No offer or return or refund. Basically, she said, tough luck. Order from her if you dare, but if anything goes wrong, she's keeping your money. So this was another one that I had removed. Number one, this is an adult-sized hat. I have multiple quantities that I've sold and have not had any issue with any buyer. So I don't know if the hat just didn't fit his head or what, or if his grandson has a super large head. That's not my problem. Anyways, so when I requested the feedback to be returned, let me show you guys what I sent over. Okay, so in the request reason, I just basically said doesn't follow eBay policies. So in additional photo and additional info, I said I have sold multiple quantities of this hat. The buyer said it isn't adult size and doesn't fit when it is in fact an adult one-sized fits all new hat. My eBay policy does not accept returns for doesn't fit. When the buyer saw on my listing that I don't know what I was trying to say here, which the buyer saw on my listing and tried to say it wasn't an adult's hat to manipulate a return. If that was the case, every buyer that has bought the hat would say the same. He has lied about me on my name and business in this feedback. Once again, revert back to your eBay policy. If you don't accept returns, please mention it, and you will have that feedback removed. Let me go back to another example. Coming on down, I sold this vintage Coogi t-shirt, size 4XL. It had the embroidered hands on it. Really nice shirt. The buyer says, I bought this shirt, it says 4XL, it's not a 4XL. I bought another same shirt, different colors, and it proved it's not a 4XL. The seller stopped responding and lied after saying you can send it back and decline the return. That's not true. I asked, are you going to make this right? It won't respond. Buyer beware. My experience was definitely not worth this headache. The seller said one thing and did another about shipping it back. Still not true. Now, after the decline, the seller won't respond. It's not a 4XL. Number one, I provided measurements on this shirt, so the buyer knew the size. It's tagged 4XL. I don't know what more I could do there. So I sent a request to remove the feedback. Removal request reason, profane or inappropriate remarks. So I say here, I declined a doesn't fit return request. The buyer said that the shirt is not a 4XL. Not only does the shirt's tag say 4XL as shown in the photos, also provided measurements with the sizing. Per my policy, I do not offer returns. Then the buyer says I am a liar in the feedback, which is untrue. And again, my policy states I do not accept returns. So again, I had this removed. Again, I mentioned my eBay policy, so always be sure to do that and you will get your feedback, negative feedback removed. Again, this applies to any type of buyer's remorse and you have returns off. So yeah, I hope this works for you guys. If you like the video, again, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Thank you.